What's up, Ghana? What's up, Africa? And hey, what's up, world? My name is Kobby Kyei, the host of Ava Artist Vibe Africa, and we are currently inside Paris, France, and back in our Europe tour. We are here to interview anybody under the creative space. And so, if you are watching me right now, this is our Europe tour.
This July, Artist Vibe Africa, your #1 entertainment show tours Europe, bringing you amazing experiences.
This show seeks to bridge the gap between global partnership and collaboration. The show that everyone is talking about. The show that is here to stay. The show showing on GH1 television, 2:30 every Saturday. And again, DSTV channel 361. My name is Kobby Kyei. I'm the host. Polish till you shine. Artist Vibe Africa to the world. Stay blessed.
GH1 TV, your best experience.
Hi Ghana, hi Africa, hi world. I know a lot of people are watching from the diaspora, and so this is a new show content going to provide entertainment and arts, anything related to creative arts. We're going to serve Africa. And so today, my name is Kobby Kyei. I'm a Ghanaian blogger and also influencer. I have a beautiful guest that I'm going to host today. We're going to delve more into her personal life, the music, the arts, the entertainment. You guys ready? Let's go for a quick commercial. We're going to come. We speak to. Stay tuned. What's up, Ghana? What's up, Africa? And hey, what's up, world? My name is Kobby Kyei, the host of Ava Artist Vibe Africa, and we are currently inside Paris, France, and back in our Europe tour. We are here to interview anybody under the creative space. And so, if you are watching me right now, this is our Europe tour.
This July, Artist Vibe Africa, your #1 entertainment show tours Europe, bringing you amazing experiences.
This show seeks to bridge the gap between global partnership and collaboration. The show that everyone is talking about. The show that is here to stay. The show showing on GH1 television, 2:30 every Saturday. And again, DSTV channel 361. My name is Kobby Kyei. I'm the host. Polish till you shine. Artist Vibe Africa to the world. Stay blessed.
GH1 TV, your best experience.
So I told you we're going to speak to one artist that we have celebrated. I don't know if you've celebrated her enough, but I think that the Ghana music industry really respects her so much. I mean, her contribution, she's won the Vodafone Ghana Music Award Female Artist of the Year. She's won Record of the Year. She started as, I mean, like a little girl singing. And she's a superstar. When you say superstar, she is a superstar. She was also part of the National Theatre Choir. I mean, at a younger age. And so, I mean, you can imagine how powerful she is in her love for music. Today, my guest is Adina. She is a Ghanaian. How are you doing?
I'm good.
The attributes are many. If I say I'm going
like
to go into
all
it,
these fans.
yes.
Like...
If I say I'm going to go into it, it will take like 20 minutes.
Okay.
But thank you so much for handing our invitation.
I'm glad. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Great. Now, first of all, let's talk about your relationship with your mom. You always talk on interviews talking about mommy. What's that closeness? What's your relationship with your mom?
I mean, first of all, she's my mom.
I know.
She gave birth to me, and we have a bond. Like, we've lived together since I was little, and so we're still very, very connected and very close. Yeah.
And is your dad alive?
So my father passed away when I was 5 years old. So my mom raised us by herself. So yeah, I guess maybe that's why my mom is all I have. You know, because she had to double as a mom and a father. So yeah.
Great. Now, your mom sings?
Yeah, my mom, when she used to sing in the church choir, and so she knows how to sing. She's a vocalist. Yeah. So I think it's safe to say that my musical side comes from my mom's side. I don't know.
Now, at which point did you have a general perception about life?
Life?
Yes.
I would say after senior high school, when we all finish school, we all have like plans of going to university, and it's time to go to university. We apply, and you realize that, you know, because when I was in senior high, I went to Wesley Girls, by the way.
Yes.
When I was in senior high, we were all made to feel like the world like the school became a leveler. So we all felt like anything at all you wanted to achieve, you just had to dream and go out there and you get it. But when you enter the real world, you realize that okay, there's a whole lot at stake. It's not that simple. You need financial assistance. You need like the real world hit me after senior high. That's when I realized, okay, yeah, then. Because everything, I had to think about everything, like my life, which school I wanted to go to. And I saw how easily it was for some of my friends from like very affluent homes to just say, you know, I'm going to go here and I'm traveling and I'm going there. In your mind, you would think, okay, that would be nice to do, but you don't have the means. So let's look at the options locally. You know what I mean? That's when the real world, well, I had a sense of life.
Now, will you remember what advice your mom or your parent gave you that this is actually going to hit you?
As in
Life, real life situation that, Adina, as you're growing up, this is something that you're going to face. So be careful along the line. Do you remember any statement from your mom?
the main advice that my mom gives in that regard is got to do with marriage.
Really?
Yeah, she always makes sure, she's always giving us tips, you know, because it's me and my big sister that stay with her, and she always gives us tips about, you know, upkeep, cooking, you know, making sure that your home is okay. No matter how busy you are, you always need to make time for your family and your life, like balancing everything and how hectic it could get, but it's possible. Yeah.
Now, the environment, I mean, in Africa, and especially in Ghana, a lot of people are coming from rich families and poor background and all that.
Yeah,
How did your
balance.
balance? How did your environment really shape you when you were growing up?
And I think my environment shaped me heavily. I grew up singing in church, so a lot
Sunday
of
school girl.
Actually, because of how I used to sing, they put me in the big church singing group. So I used to be part of the praises team when I was as young I was young enough to be in Sunday school, but I was in the big church, you know. So I never went through confirmation and stuff because
Really?
they needed me in the big church. Yeah.
Because of your voice?
Yeah, all my mates were going through that process, but I would always have to go to the big church. So I learned to put myself together, wearing high heels at a younger age because I was with the grown-ups. These are people in SS University. I was in JSS in primary.
Can you remember one particular song that you used to sing way back in church?
A lot of songs.
Like
I
the
will
hymn?
arise, Lord, I will arise. I will arise and build. Yeah, that.
What church though?
That was Danwell Methodist Church
Which branch, which town?
in Santa Maria.
Santa Maria. So you grew up in Accra?
Yes, I did.
Wow. So do you speak Ghana?
I understand Ghana, but I'm not very confident today. Do you speak Ghana? You don't even sound like you speak Ghana.
Minisane.
Hey, I mean, in Washington, man, marry if you.
Ofane. Amazing. Now, talking about talent and how you used to go to church to sing and all that,
Yeah.
I'm sure probably your mother had that belief, you knew that my daughter has this talent, so let me probably pushed her. But when it comes to Africa again, in Ghana, your child or your kid want to be a musician, want to go into soccer, want to go into other areas, obviously arts, and parents will go like, no, this, focus on education. Mom, kid talent. Do you think our parents are doing well in managing their kids who have some special talent in regards to art?
I think that in recent times things have changed a bit, because back in the day it was definitely, you know, what you're talking about. Most parents realized that the artists were not really, I mean, they realized there wasn't any solid revenue coming from the arts. You know, we have all musicians from back in the day that we're now trying to get them on Apple Music and all that. So somehow they had a point, because if you give birth, you want to make sure your child has a future. And they realized it wasn't there. But nowadays, they're noticing that the artists are getting, like, it's getting bigger. The industry is growing. They can see that there's money in it. It's, at least, if your child enters that sector, they're going to land somewhere solid in life. So I think these days, they're more encouraging of it compared to back in the day. Back in the day.
But are they, would you say they are so scared? Because now you're famous, and how you even manage your life.
Yeah.
Do you have that issue with your mom sometimes?
My mom has a lot of faith in me. I've lived with her all my life, and she's always involved in my decisions, like what we have to do. Even when we had to travel out of the country, to go on tour. She knew everything. She knew where, like once we landed, we'll text her, "Mommy, we're here," or call a video call, tell her about everything. So she knows about the life, my life, every step of the way. If she's got any internal fears that she hasn't told me about, but generally, I get the vibe that she's cool. But I'm sure other parents will be worried because we haven't figured it out 100% yet in Ghana. We're still, working on it. So I'm sure, some parents will be.
Amazing. Now, before we move to the next conversation, look straight into your camera and advise parents who have kids with this special talent.
Well, my advice to parents who have talented kids is to encourage it. And the kind of upbringing that you give them is what they will carry with them, even when they become big stars or famous people or, very accomplished artists. So please encourage them, and it will pay off, I promise.
So that's an advice coming from Adina to our African parents. Let's encourage our words, especially the arts industry. We need more musicians, more graphic designers, more photographers and all that. Now, away from that, let's also talk about what is that important thing about reality shows, music reality shows.
It's a great platform to help young talents to unearth what it is they have inside them, and it's a good platform to also help project certain talents, because not everyone that will win.
Like you won 2008 Stars of the Future.
Exactly, but there were 12 of us, or about 12 of us, and I was the only one that won. But for other people during the competition, it gave them a chance to, show to the rest of the country that, I've got a good voice. Even if I don't win, I might pursue a career, so check me out. That kind of thing. So it's a good platform for anybody that's looking to push their talents.
So would you say that if it hadn't been you jumping on Stars of the Future, you would not hear Adina, or you wouldn't be a household name?
I don't know what the plan would have been. They say sometimes the path you take leads you to certain places.
So some also get frustrated.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely would have pursued music, because music has been my passion all my life. It was one of the reasons why I went to, do Stars of the Future. But so I don't know what the path would have been. Definitely, I still probably would be known, because I really love music, and I didn't see myself doing anything else apart from music. So yeah, I probably would still be famous, but maybe it wouldn't be like this. Hey, you don't know.
Now you're a judge on TV3 Mentor. Now TV3 Mentor is one of the huge, reality shows, music reality show brands in Ghana. And so for you to be appointed or selected to be part of the judges, when I saw you, like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah.
It means that you know your music, you know your content, you know your production, you know everything regarding to the art, so that you can actually tell someone that go and work on this, go and do. And it is working so well. I've been following it.
Yeah.
Now, briefly, if someone wants to go into reality show, because I've had that feedback, because I'm also a blogger, some people will tell me, Kobby, I want to go into men's, I want to go into hitmaker. What are some of the things that I should do so that I can't be qualified? See if someone is watching, take us through the process before someone who will be qualified to join a music reality show.
You have to be serious about what you say you want to do and mean it, because it's a platform it's an opportunity that's being given to you that if you didn't have, you would have to maybe spend a lot of money to go through school or pay people to help groom you. So you get that for as long as you last on the show. And so you have to be serious about it. You have to be talented, and you have to have the hunger in you. You have to really want it bad, because that's what pushes you.
The hunger to succeed.
Exactly. When everything else fails, it's the hunger that will keep you going. So you need that. Once you have all that and you are serious-minded, we should be able to make some magic happen.
Yes, we should be able to make some magic. But I have a little issue with music related shows. Let's focus on Mentor. When you know someone is very good, but because it's a voting process, they wouldn't go into this or a favor. Do you think that alone can also discourage or frustrate somebody? Because now you know that, let's say Adina is good, but voting didn't go into his or a favor. Then the person have to jump out.
Yeah. It's discouraging if you're talented. But at the same time, too, you have to have a different mindset. They always say that your attitude towards work is what makes you stand out from everyone else. So definitely, it's 16 people. And 6 people make it to the finale. If you don't make it, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not talented. It just means people didn't vote for you. So whichever week you get an opportunity to show the talent, make sure you show it to the best, because you never know. It's like living in real life. You never know when you'll die. You could be as talented as anybody. But if you die right now, you take it all away. Unless whilst you are alive, you make something of it. So it's the same thing for mentor. And I always tell the contestants, you might be as good as whatever, but if you don't make the most of every night, you might have to go home, and then what? You understand? So it's a mindset, because as for the votes, you can't do anything about it. There are some rich people in the competition, or maybe they have a rich background or solid backing from family or whatever. Those people will intentionally use that as their strategy to say, okay, me, if it comes to the votes, I'm there. You understand? So then what do you do?
Money.
Exactly. So what do you do if you're talented and you're not able to make it? What do you do? All you have is a few of the chances that you're given to showcase your talent or start something for your career. So it's a mindset, because no matter what you do, it will go in the favor of the votes and who the judges are able to say. Because it's happened many times where someone was so talented last year and he kept coming into the bottom and we kept saving him. We saved him like 4 times or something.
But I got to your point, you said no.
He eventually made it. He eventually got his...
What is your name, though?
Chiches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he eventually got people to push him. So he was second in the competition. He made it to the finals. So sometimes if you are so good and you really show the dedication and you push her, the judges too can try and save you. You know, it depends on you. Like I said, mindset.
So Adina is telling us, Adina is advising them, the mind is very powerful.
Yeah.
Right? So you have to process it. Whoa, don't consume negativity, stay focused. And again, there's one issue that I have with regards to now, when the whole competition is over.
And it ends, yeah.
That is a real deal. That's a real life. I mean, you're going to face that career.
Yes. But are you even ready?
That's also another question.
And I've been through it, because I want stars in the future. And I think it's one of the reasons why I was picked to be one of, I don't know what their criteria was, but for me personally, I use my experience as a tool to speak to them, because I know exactly how they feel. I've been in their shoes before. And I told the guy that won last year, who was on my team, I told him that this is not, you haven't arrived. This is just the beginning of the journey. Phase. Exactly. The first phase was you having to win. Yes. Now the career has started proper. So what are you going to do? And don't be walking around feeling like I've arrived. So, oh yeah, I can relax. This is even, if you were doing things 50%, now you have to do things 150%. Because the real world is brutal. You know, you're online. You know how people's comments can be. So you need to be prepared.
No, but we also suggest that an entity like TV3 can also have a management hub, so that after the whole competition is over, let's say the first 3 winners, first, second, third. Okay, so the whole TV3 as a management hub, I'm going to manage these people. Because mind you, when these people go out from the company, because of the hype you've given them, if there's nobody, investor coming in, becomes another challenge. So we suggest that TV3 also creates another management hub, so that they will say, okay, after you have won the competition, we are signing you on to the management, TV3, to manage you for like say 2 or 3 years. Because mind you, they have 3FM, they have TV3,
they have avenues.
Onia, to also push the career, so that it wouldn't be like you are done and that's it. Will you also say that they can also come on board to also manage some of these talents? Yeah,
it will be a good idea, because at the end of the day, it's about helping people to unearth their talents. But I think I don't think they have what you're describing, but I think their doors are always open to support. Like all these radio stations you're talking about, if anybody that's won brings their material, they're ready to support. If there's anything they can do to support, they will. Maybe they don't have enough, like maybe their cup is full right now, because it's a whole media house. They do so many things, so maybe they don't have people like to deal with that. But maybe in the future they will. It won't be a bad idea.
Let's move to the next game. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
Name 2 England teams.
Hey, this one. Oh, listen, Manchester United, right? And Liverpool.
Clap.
I just used the name of the town because it's in England.
Yes, so out your comfort zone, we're asking Adina. This is not music related. So she got the first one. Correct. Now, name 2 Spanish teams.
Spanish. Hey, can you give me a hint?
A hint?
Yeah, because I'm not really
Okay.
a football fan. Maybe if I hear
okay,
one.
Messi.
But he cried, who does he play for? I don't know. Listen, this is where I don't get a fufu and ebule. It's fine. I'll go and pound some at home.
So we should skip this?
Yeah, because I don't even have a name in my mind. Wait, maybe I'll get Real Madrid.
Excellent.
Chelsea is not. Chelsea is
Chelsea is
England.
Yes. But I mentioned Messi. So Real
But
Madrid.
that's his name.
No.
That's the name of the player.
Yes. But the team he plays for.
I wouldn't know that.
You don't know the team Messi plays for?
Don't put me in a tight space.
Wow.
But I mentioned Real Madrid.
Yes, Madrid is one.
Yeah, but you said one. You
I
said
said
one.
two.
Now you changed your mind. You said one. Barcelona.
Yo, that's correct. Now, name 2 Ghanaian teams.
Oh, how? Asante Kotoko. That's how they say it on TV.
Yeah, Kotoko,
Asante Kotoko and Hearts of Oak.
obviously. And your favorite team in Ghana?
Hey, don't put me in this thing. I like all of them.
Now let me ask you, how many months to harvest sweet potato? How many months does it take to harvest sweet potato?
Ooh. 6 months?
Wrong.
4 months.
Correct. It's 3 to 4 months. Yo, give me Boza. It's only episode that one.
I don't know.
Okay, so how many months does it take to harvest maize?
3 months.
Correct.
Yeah. My mom is a farmer.
Wow. How many months does it take to harvest tomatoes?
Oh, tomatoes, it can be ready in like 1 month or something. Am I like? Because I've seen it. We've planted. It's come now. Boom. It is ripe. Okay, let's say 2 months or 3 months tops.
3 months.
Yeah. But it doesn't take long.
3 months.
Yeah, naba.
3 months. Okay. What is a district?
A district. Isn't it a distance? Oh, what kind of a question? You've told me like, I know what a district is. It's like, my district is Ejumako Enyan Esiam district. So I think it's like the area, it's after region. Is it after region?
Don't ask me.
Yes. Regional district. Please. But I know it too. I just don't know the textbook definition.
Should we move to the next one?
Yes, please.
So what is a constituency?
Little, what's that? Odododio constituency. That's a constituency.
So this one is wrong. Who is
It's
an
not.
MP?
It's
Who is
not
an
Odododio
MP? Who is an MP?
A member of parliament. That's an MP.
Explain further.
So it's okay, it's a member of parliament that represents a constituency or a district. Is it a constituency or a district? And then so they make sure that everything you need in your area is sorted. And then this thing is an assemblyman. So you come from assemblyman, then you go to MP. Then you go to the rest. Yeah.
Wow. So I'm not going to judge her. So the viewers, if she's correct, clap for her. If she's not correct, just do this.
Clap for me.
Now, who is the energy minister? Ghana. Our
In
energy
Ghana.
minister in Ghana.
Oh, you people, what's this? I'm old though. Since I started. Nah, I don't know.
What's the full meaning of UNICEF?
I don't know. United Nations. What's the I know? And the C, and the E, and the F. United Nations.
What's the full meaning of WAEC?
Oh, West African Examination Council. That one is close to home, you know.
The Minister of Creative Arts in Ghana.
But why was this? I've never met the person, so I don't know.
No, but you're in the music space, creative arts. So
I'm doing it, please. What's all this? I should have said no to the questions. What's that? I'm smarter than this, okay?
So this has been Artist Vibe Africa. But before we go, let me say that Adina, we want to say special thank you to some people in Africa, in Ghana, those who have helped your project and all that. Just look straight into the camera and understand them.
Well, before I say that, I want to say that it's okay that you come to disgrace me with all these questions. Me too, I'll catch you in the fashion side and the other side.
Yes.
Anyway, but thank you to everybody that supports the Adina brand. Thanks to my management team. Thank you guys for giving us the platforms to be able to push our stuff. And thank you all for the love. God bless you.
Yeah, so this has been Artist Vibe. Thank you so much for, honoring our invitation.
It was fun.
God bless you so much. So my name is Kobby Kyei. I'm a blogger. Stick and stay. And hey, make sure you also watch us on YouTube. And hey, stay glued anytime we come on your TV. You can follow me on social media, Kobby.Kyei. I'm verified. So, you're going to see Kobby.Kyei on Instagram. Twitter is Kobby Kyei_. Adina, what's your social media handle?
Adina_Thembi.
What's up, Ghana? What's up, Africa? And hey, what's up, world? My name is Kobby Kyei, the host of Ava Artist Vibe Africa. And we are currently inside Paris, France, and back in our Europe tour. We are here to interview anybody under the creative space. And so if you are watching me right now, this is our Europe tour.
This July, Artist Vibe Africa, your #1 entertainment show tours Europe, bringing you amazing experiences.
This show seeks to bridge the gap between global partnership and collaboration. The show that everyone is talking about. The show that is here to stay. The show showing on GH1 television, 2:30 every Saturday. And again, DSTV channel 361. My name is Kobby Kyei. I'm the host. Polish till you shine. Artist Vibe Africa to the world. Stay blessed.
GH1 TV, your best experience.